Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your career tarot reading for July and August 2020. I already pulled the Oracle card and I'm going to shuffle the tarot cards now and we're going to go straight into it. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It makes me really happy to see you guys joining this channel and resonating with the messages that I have for you, and I hope that's going to be the case this time. If you want to check more messages, check your moon and rising signs. If you don't know what your moon or rising sign is, take a look in my description below. I also list the decks that I'm using, so if you like one of the decks that you see here, you can check out my description and maybe purchase it, or I don't know, whatever you want to do with it. But I love this deck, so I'm sure some of you will like it as well. Okay, let's go straight into it. Let me cut the deck for you. And let's see what messages do we have for you in terms of your career for July and, oh my god, and August 2020. Also, let me know what you think of this spread. I really like it. I think it's a good one for career readings and it gives you good insights. Oh god. Okay, let's do it. We have Ace of Wands underneath the deck. A lot of signs get aces, and I feel like it's this time, I don't know, there is something about this time, and maybe the last eclipse that happened, solar eclipse, new beginnings. I feel like a lot of people are starting to do something that they're interested in and passionate about. And maybe also it's the pandemic and coronavirus and the fact that we've been stuck at home. You finally, like, people had time to really do what they're interested in, and a lot of passion projects came up, and I feel like it's similar with you. There is something here that you're very passionate about. Maybe you suddenly had an idea what you can do, create, maybe if it comes to your business or creating a business, maybe that's just a project on the side. Let's have a look. First of all, let's have a look at the past influences, so something that has happened. Okay, we do see a Knight of Pentacles here. So I feel like you have a nice, stable job that brings you good money. You can't complain about that. You're progressing slowly but steadily. It's one of those, good paying jobs, but maybe not necessarily what brings you all that passion and that fulfills you fully. But it also depends. Some people like this kind of job where there's a lot of security and safety and not that much risk, and some people are entrepreneurs and they prefer to risk it but follow their passion. So it depends. But I feel like you've been very comfortable in your past in whatever you were doing business-wise. The current energy, though, we have death. So definitely there are some changes on the horizon. And here I've got two, I feel I have two messages. One is that some of you decided to start something new for yourself, start a new business, this idea that you had. So you're changing your business and your career completely. You're going from this very stable job and secure to something that is quite risky, however brings you a lot of joy. And for some of you, unfortunately, I think you may have lost your job recently, and I'm sure that this has happened for many of you, especially during the pandemic when, there was no work, and a lot of people, unfortunately, lost their job. So I feel like you're at this point now where you said goodbye to something and you're trying to figure it out what to do next. Let's see the future influence. Okay, we do have a Hermit here. So definitely I feel like there is something that is coming up for you in terms of learning and improving your skills. I feel like some of you could have taken this opportunity while you're without a job to learn as much as you can to improve your skills and to find a better job later, because you don't have that much to do at the moment, and either way we had to stay at home. You couldn't really go out. I feel like you've changed your perspective on, you know, how to get a job, and I feel like you've decided that you need more education, maybe some certificates, maybe to learn something that will help you get a better job later on when you start applying, or while you're applying, you're learning, so you have this uh, advantage over other people, and it's easier for you to get a new job. So if you're at this moment now that you've just lost a job, and obviously it's a difficult and sad process, think about it from this perspective. Maybe just invest this time that you have now on your hands to learn something that will bring you value in the future. Also, I feel like you're going in and trying to figure it out what you want to do, because this change allowed you to reevaluate what you want to do and where you want your career to go. So some of you may suddenly decide to change your career as well, and pursue something that you're a little bit more passionate about, even when, you know, the situation made you do this, and that wasn't your choice because you felt comfortable at your work, but suddenly you didn't have work anymore, and you're kind of forced to change. This change could be good because it may kind of bring you onto the course and onto the path that is better for you. Let's have a look at the advice from the universe and best course of action. Okay, we do have 5 of Pentacles here. So definitely the universe is telling you not to feel like everything, you know, is just bad, and that there is no other way, there's no way out of it, is that you've lost your job and you have nothing, and there will be nothing good coming, and you won't find a job. You need to change that perspective. You cannot have attitude like this, because it will be very difficult for you to kind of make yourself be more active in terms of searching for a job and feeling, you know, this. It's like the energy that we put into something, I feel like that's what we get out of anything. So if you put this negative energy into looking for a new job, it will be difficult for you to find a good job. I know that the situation is very difficult. However, I think the attitude makes a difference here, and having this attitude of lack will not make it easier for you to find a good job. So I would definitely take this time to invest in yourself, and maybe just think about it as a learning experience and something that allows you to improve and even gain more knowledge so you can get a better job, rather than approach that you just don't have a future, or, you know, you won't find a job. Okay, let's have a look at the external influences. So that could be other people, but it could be anything that is outside of your control. There you go. We have Wheel of Fortune, and that is sudden change. And that's the karmic change. That's something that you cannot really influence. It's just happening if you want it or not. And there we do have 9 of Pentacles showing up. So I feel like a magician underneath the deck. So maybe the situation doesn't look good now, and you're a bit worried about your future and what it's going to bring, because you feel like it's going to be very difficult to find a job. But there is something coming up. There is something coming up that will make you very happy. There is a change coming. I feel like if you're gonna work on yourself, on your skills, and apply for different jobs and have a good attitude, you will get a very good job. You'll be very financially well off. You'll be very happy. And with magician, that's this kind of job that makes you truly happy as well. It's making things that you always wanted to make. It's doing whatever you wanted to do. It could be also doing something for yourself. So I feel like some of you may consider taking this step um, and creating your own business. But I feel like for most of you, it's just finding this job that's gonna give you enough money to live very comfortably. It's gonna bring you happiness. You're gonna have everything what you wanted from a job, and it will enable you to be very creative, and you may be producing something, creating something, products. It allows you to really use your skills. So I feel like all those skills, if you put the time to learn here, all of those skills will be very important, and you'll be using those when you get this new opportunity. So that's amazing. There are very good things on the horizon. Maybe it doesn't look like it now. However, it looks like it's coming. Let's see the possible challenges here. We have a Queen of Wands here. It could be a person. It could be a person. Let me see. Oh, Cancer. Could be a fire. We do have a Wheel of Fortune again. Interesting. And a Hangman underneath the deck. Yeah, so there is not much happening at the moment, but there will be change. Again, it shows the change coming. Queen of Wands could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be a lady. We do have the moon as well. Okay, I think the challenge here is that this change for good is coming. However, you don't see it. And it's very difficult to trust that something is coming and to believe in it if you don't see it happening. It's very difficult to have this attitude that you're, confident and creative and you deserve all of that when you've just lost your job, when you're not sure if you can be financially independent and how you're going to afford anything because you're in a very difficult situation. Also, losing your job is never positive. You feel like, very often you may feel like you're less than, and I feel like the challenge is to overcome this attitude. You still need to feel worthy of this new work, new job. You cannot be afraid and feel like you're not enough because you lost your job. They made you redundant. That you're not a useful worker or someone, like your skills are not enough to apply for any jobs, or no one will want you. I feel like you need to ditch that attitude and the fear that you're not enough, because you are absolutely enough. You're exactly who you're supposed to be. You have exactly the skills that I'm sure many people need. There is nothing that you've done that made this happen. it's just a situation that we're facing right now everywhere, and you need to still have this confidence about yourself. It just connects to what I was saying before. If you have this negative attitude and feeling that you will not get a nice job, and you're just gonna be, poor and jobless for the longest time, it will be very difficult to find a job. However, when you feel like you deserve a good job, and the fact that you've lost your previous job doesn't really mean anything, doesn't affect how valuable you are, it will be much easier to find something, because you connect with the positive energy, so you kind of attract as positive energy as you kind of give out. So just make sure that you stay positive and you value yourself still, no matter what. And let's see what's the possible outcome for this time, so July and August. Obviously, it depends on the decisions that you're gonna make. We do have a tower here. Let's clarify. I don't think this tower is negative. But let me have a look here. There you go. 10 of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. As I said, this is not negative. Again, I feel like suddenly, after all these things that happened, after you losing your job, feeling like you're not going to find anything, suddenly there is this opportunity showing up. There is this offer, and I feel like this offer is even better than what you had before. There was Knight of Pentacles here, and you're ending up with 10 of Pentacles, with 9 of Pentacles, with Magician. This is a work with passion and doing something. Maybe you're gonna start, a little bit slower, but you're gonna build up to this very, very good, stable position that will earn you so much money, and you're going to be very happy with it. But you need to embrace everything that has happened to you to this point. It has not been easy. However, maybe just think about it that it could have been necessary. Maybe it happened for you to have time to develop new skills and to align with the path that you truly wanted to pursue, but you were very stable and comfortable in your position before, so you didn't really want to do it. I think good things are coming, even though maybe the situation doesn't look that great at the moment. Just remember to stay positive and stay confident. Let's have a look at the oracle card that we have here. And we have the lower world, which is card 31. The lower world, in like shamanic traditions, the world is split into 3. There is the lower, middle, and upper world. And this lower world is where all the deep shadows are, the past is, ancestors, and everything that has happened to you kind of sits. And this tells you to embrace everything that has happened to you so far. Do not feel shame. Do not feel afraid of sharing what has happened to you. Do not feel that you have any less worth than other person because you've lost your job. Just embrace your story, and embrace your shadows. Embrace everything that you feel like is, making you feel this shame, or that you're lacking something. This is not true. You're not lacking anything. It has happened to you. It's happened to many people, and the only thing you can do about it, because it already happened, is to embrace that. And just include it as part of your story. It's part of you now, and you can bring the best out of you by just, aligning with this energy, accepting it, embracing, and not being afraid and ashamed of what has happened, and still believing in your energy and trusting in yourself and your capabilities, and align with your spiritual side as well. If you have like spirit animals, I know that some of you probably have, just maybe meditate on that, and find your inner strength and energy to go and try to get a better life for yourself. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I would really love to hear from you if this message resonates with you. Please let me know in the comments below if that's something that you're going through. And if you are, I'm really sorry, but I truly believe that there are good things waiting for you there. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel. I'm posting different readings all the time, so have a look, browse my channel, maybe there will be something else that you're interested in, and if not, I'll see you next time. Bye!